Check, 1, 2, check, sip with.
Let's do some announcements. So, we are DadBodDnd. Thank you, everybody, for spending your Friday night with us while you're here on Twitch. If you're in podcast land or YouTube, come hang out with us every Friday nights at 8:30, where we play this wonderful game of Dungeons and Dragons. You can also find us anywhere you Google DadBodDnd. We play Friday night 8:30 on Twitch, our Waterdeep campaign. Thursday nights at 8:30 East or Central Time. Sorry, should say that. We do our podcast. And then every other week, maybe a Monday or a Wednesday, we do a one-shot. So if you're interested in playing a one-shot with us, join our Discord. It's on our Twitch homepage, twitch.tv/DadBodDnd. Scroll down, click the Discord, and use the command !I want in. That will get you in to the secret chat. One last thing, we are sponsored by Skull Splitter. Great dice, I love them. They're so good. We did just do a giveaway of Hope's Glimmer, which some fantastic person got it, and we got the picture of it, and it looks great. So hang out. We do giveaways every once in a while. But if you're interested, you can scroll all the way down. You can't wait for a giveaway. Scroll all the way down, click on the Skull Splitter button, and use the promo code DadBod, all one word. Get 10% off your first order. Best announcements we've done. Let's move right into the game. Just big breath. I gotta get ready.
In through the nose, out through the mouth.
Lion face? Lemon face.
Woosah.
So last week, you guys got hint that maybe Selby was gone, taken, so you went to her house. I guess that was 2 weeks before. And you found it kind of ransacked, some notes left, and then a pack of Zentarum came and attacked you. And then you went, you're in the area, so you decided to maybe pause that for a second. And you went to find the Nimble Wright. Nimble Wright was at an old, abandoned, worn-down windmill, where you ran into some friends. I think his name was Thrakis, not with a Z. Where he was in there, and he was loading some meat into a wagon. You found some other, unfortunately, impoverished people living in there. Templeton shared some nice mulled cider, and you guys stopped checking the Nimble Wright spinner, and it slowed down. So now you've lost the trail. Luckily, with the investigation from Alesta, you found out that the Nimble Wright did in fact get on the covered wagon that was loading the meat, and yet went all the way to the trade ward, which was a good hour hike in the blizzarding snow, where you found it just lying there, almost as if it's completed its purpose. It did ambush you, and then you were ambushed by 5 bugbears, which, good work, you guys kicked their butts. And that is exactly where we left off.
Kick their butts is a little generous.
Hey, I'm a kind god.
He's merciful.
Real quick, is the wagon still here?
Is this a decoy, Nimble Wright?
Yes, I'm going to go over to the Nimble Wright, and I'm going to pick it up and kind of like spin it around and check it, see if it's got anything in it, shake it out, and then I'm going to toss it to Templeton. You can put this with the new one that you just bought. I don't know. We don't need to show this to anybody, do we? This is more like a revenge mission, killing this guy.
Is there anything left of the Nimble Wright? I thought he got immolated by the fire.
He was killed by the fireball, but
yeah, he just got.
He didn't turn into ash. Okay.
No.
Good.
I do believe the original thing was that we were to go find the Nimble Wright that belonged to the dude at the temple.
all right.
I was going to ask, do you guys remember what you're looking for? Because it's multi-layered to an extent. I would say find the Nimble Wright that was created by Nim is a side quest to the main thing that you're finding. Do you remember what you're supposed to be finding?
Who's responsible for the explosion?
That's what you're finding.
Well, there is the man, Erstal.
See, I feel like we've missed a thread from a long time ago. Like,
yeah, I can't.
we got, so pre-Alesta, the group was all about
It's
finding.
post
It is post-Alesta. We knew the Nimble Wright was involved with the fireball, and so from then we've been doing nothing but the fireball. But why did we go to the temple in the first place?
to find the Nimble Wright.
Right, but where did it come? Where did we get the?
Yeah, we
That's
went
what I
to the
meant.
temple,
We're
we
missing.
talked
There
to
were-
Nimble Wright, and they told us to look for it.
So Alesta came with the tip that the person who was running away looked like it was a puppet. And that's what she came with to y'all to like talk about.
Mhm.
And then following up on that tip, Bob so conveniently slipped it right on in there, like, oh, you've got a tip.
That's what she
Then we
said.
went to
I just came across a really good note that I took in my notebook. If we find the rogue Nim, which is this guy,
Nimble Wright.
500 gold. I have that written down.
Side quest.
that's like side.
That's
That's the
period
important-
end of
That's what's
adventure.
important. that's everything we need to fix up our house.
But what I am saying is that we can take this back to the real Nim, and we can get a little reward, and we can check back in with him and see kind of where we are at. We also need to meet with Istrid Horn in the City of the Dead
That's tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We also need to find Selby. Like, are we just okay with
You
her
guys
being
are
gone?
missing this one giant piece.
No.
Alesta, you may know you were going down kind of that
Alright.
train of thought. It's good to have a recap for everybody.
Oh
Yes.
no, now the pressure's on. But okay, so we set off to find Nim, so that we could discover who was behind the explosion. Nim was like, no, that's my son. Unfortunately, here's the thing, to go find him, and that's what we've been doing. Then we found out that Erstad was also physically there, but at the moment we're trying to find out who like actually did those attacks, or who's like behind the attacks and sent out the Nimble Wright. Am I right, Bob? Is that where you're going?
You did find that out when you went to the Grawhuns.
Erstal.
That's Erstal Floxen.
Mm-hmm.
What about the boss guy that like the butcher fellow was talking about?
Thrakus.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll. You guys should know this, and maybe this is, my bad or DM bad note taking. It could be anything. There was something. Why the Nimble Wright did the fireball? What was the thing as to why the Nimble Wright killed the person coming to you? The gnome was delivering something.
Oh, the orb.
The Stone of Galore.
Yeah.
And that's what the Grawhun said the Nimble Wright had. And they sent it with the Nimble Wright as he left the villa. That's what Mert said
Okay,
you
I
need
totally
to find.
missed that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I forgot about the orb. That's like what this whole thing is about, isn't it? Is this like the stone of Galore?
Well, so
mean-
going back to Rainer Neverember, there's like some.
Listen, Bob,
we got hints of this stone way back then.
between Alesta going to the DMV and Jackson's girlfriend being kidnapped, things were just really
Clearly
kinda
the most
lost.
important part of the story. It's in the book.
I know-
Jackson's girlfriend is right here in the book.
Yeah, and I know the DMV was also in there, like trick one of your players into going there, So it's understandable.
So, Templeton has a flash of like knowledge, and he's going to check the Nimble Wright. Does it have the stone?
Well, I want to hear what Chris was saying.
Well, I'm just saying, back in episode 2, this is now episode 20, I wrote down Rainer Neverember has money, the Zentarum want it, and then Stone of Galore, and that's it.
He also came to your guys' house. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he did like this whole exposition episode on the Stone of Galore and its importance.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the nice thing about playing Templeton is I don't have to pay attention to any of that.
But when
'Cause
nobody
I'm
else
true to
pays
character
attention, when nobody else pays attention, we're screwed.
Alest is also pretty stupid, so... Val, why didn't you keep track of this? Jax, you too.
All right.
You both have high
No,
int.
here we go. Here we go. Episode 14. Rain or Never Ember comes back to Troll Skull Manor with info. There's a spy following.
There's a big empty spot.
No, that's
With info, he had info.
Spy
Just
following
starts
him,
doodling.
and that's Dalakar, the gnome, went missing, died in the fireball attack. Doesn't know where the money is. Urstal Floxen, Cloaked Man, Stone of Galore. And then Gralhund Villa, Harpers Have Our Back. That's what I have written down. Here is my new bullet point list of leads. We need Selby, Istrid Horn, Follow the Wagon, Urstal, Thrakis needs to get his ass kicked, and the Stone of Galore. Those are the 6 leads, 6 things on my to-do list.
Move number 6 to number 1.
Return to Nim for $500.
Okay, so again, I look on
That's the
Nimble Wright.
priority right now. Let's go get 500 gold.
500 gold fixes our house.
That's a lot of... I have no gold
It
right
fixes
now.
our house
Like-
for 1 week, and then...
So 500 gold is rich people money. Like, rich people money.
I have 93 right now, so... Okay, so this Stone of Galore, we were supposed to... this puppet right here was supposed to have it. At this point, I've already thrown it to Templeton. I guess you can check him. I'm going to check these bugbears for anything of importance. So I'll go and check the bugbear bodies, looking for anything.
I would like to help look to the bugbears as well.
Jackson, you take those 3. I'll get these ones here.
On it. I'll go over to the 3 that I was going to look at and check them out.
I'll check out the
I'll
number. Right?
go... Yeah, I'll go to Templeton and, like, hover over his shoulder.
Actually, I would hand it
Try
to
to
you. I would
Oh.
hand it to you. You're probably better at checking this kind of stuff than I am.
You really overestimate my perception.
I have large hands.
Yes, but I can certainly help. I took a couple of bunks on my noggin in that last fight. Though not as big of a bonk as that one bugbear who maced himself right in the face. That was a good time.
What a loser.
Loser. But okay, but sure. I'd like to check for like anything that's on the Nimble Wright or any sort of engravings. Like if the word Andy is written on the bottom of his shoe. Like just kind of check his bod, his clothing, his like anything that's on him for any sort of clues as to where he's been or like who he's been with.
Okay.
Written on the bottom of his shoe is Sid.
Urstal.
What a twist!
Mert.
Okay, so as you check the Nimble Wright, you don't find anything. It has a rapier and a dagger. That's it. It doesn't have possessions or have need for possessions. Bugbears, you find probably amongst all 5 of them 50 silver and 1 gold piece. You find a note that has this address and the word Ott Steel Toes. OTT Steel Toes. 1 word. Well, 2 words. Ott and then Steel Toes.
And they were after Jax specifically, correct?
No.
The bugbears. I thought they said there he
heard them
is.
say there he is, and then they ran towards me. We didn't see what they were talking about.
Yeah, because Jax was closest, but then they also started attacking the Nimble Wright too.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was just kind of like they're like, oh, here's a bunch of group of people. We'll just like beat all of them, and we didn't really find out who they were talking about when they said there he is.
It would be so dope if we had Speak with the Dead right now.
Yeah. Thrakis seemed to know who Jackson was, but that's a different story. So on one of
Thrakis
these
also
bugbears
knew- Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
is this note with an address a name and address, or just Steel Toe?
The address you're at, and then the name. Not like Steel, like a 2 address, like Steel Toe. Here.
Okay. So the address on this note is where we're at right now.
It's the building you're at.
Okay, this is interesting.
Well, I suppose we should go knock on the door, right?
If you feel like it, I mean, at this point, we have no idea where the Stone of Galore is. Gralhan said it was on the Nimble Wright. The Nimble Wright is here. There is this wagon that brought him here that is no longer here.
Are there any wagon tracks or any like?
Yeah.
Are there wagon tracks? Yeah. So the wagon tracks go from east to west to east. Sorry. So they came in this way, and they exited this way.
Okay. Can we take off and look and see? Follow them? Should we? I don't know.
I mean, we have this address and this man, Ott, that we can talk to. I don't know if... How long do we think the wagon would have been here as we were chasing it? Because it had an X minute lead. Did they have a lot of time here? Because it took us about an hour to get down here.
Probably 15 minutes.
How long is that hour? 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So do we think that maybe this Nimble Wright went inside, unloaded the goods, and then came back out for a smoke? I don't know. He had about 15 minutes that is unaccounted for, that is not travel time.
But we found him motionless, right? He was just laying there as if he had been turned off almost, right?
Well, I think that's how they kind of sit. They don't. They just. I'm guessing here that they just kind of check out, and then when it's time to do something, they get up.
Do we remember? Does there need to be a proximity? Like, isn't there like a controller for these things? I'm being serious. I thought we learned that there was like something that controlled them. Do we know? Did we
like a
ever ask?
golem rod or something? I don't seem to remember that there was like a remote control rod or anything. I remember...
Well, Nim, he was pretty free floating. Nobody was kind of in charge of him.
Yeah, I don't remember there being any remote or anything.
But Nim was special. Nim is not like the others.
But this is Nim's evil twin.
No, it's his creation.
Yeah, it's his creation.
It's like his son. Like he got it because he was lonely.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made him because he was lonely.
I think right now, Templeton, like, stuff this in your bag next to the other one. They can keep each other company, and we need to maybe knock on this door, see what's happening outside, see if they know what's happening outside, and then if this wraps up quickly, we can follow the tracks. Maybe it heads back to Thrakus. I don't know.
Okay.
But this note, and I'll hold it up, is pointing us right here. I mean, we are standing here. Do we want to? These bugbears try to kill us.
I mean, since we're already here, we may as well. I'm concerned with how wounded some of us are, but if we were to give up now, we'd be giving up a lead, and who's to say how quickly that could cool off? So we may as well knock.
Okay, we'll start heading. I assume that this is like steps going up.
It's just like trash.
Oh, is there a?
Oh, this right here? Yeah, that's just trash.
Is there a door to this building?
Not on this side.
Okay, I'll walk around here, kind of following the tracks as I go as well.
I'll stay with him.
Me too.
Is this the address that's on the note?
It is not.
Okay, this is wrong building. Do I know, like, do I need to go up, down?
You know there's an alleyway. I mean, there's addresses back there. This is one too far, if that makes sense.
Okay, I will go back to this way. Maybe through the shit in this alley. It might be in there. Yeah, and then I'll kind of climb over this garbage and take a look in the back of this alley.
So as you start to walk through, make a perception check.
Okay.
All of us are just Val.
Val, at this time.
So nat 20.
Hell yeah.
No shit.
Hell yeah.
So 25 total.
So you hear as you kind of come around the corner, and this isn't sight, so you don't have disadvantage. Remember, it is heavy blizzard. You have about 60 feet of visibility. You hear some talking and some shuffling, which you then see a human. Almost looks like a pirate to an extent. So he has like a tricorn hat on with a big plume on there. Tall leather boots, nice little jacket, and he's talking with somebody else.
Is he wearing a leather bikini?
Nope.
It's not Zardoz.
Okay, it's not Zardoz.
Damn.
And then, as you crunch through the snow and the debris, he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And
No shit.
he takes off.
What do you mean?
He's running. He's gonna book it.
To where?
Yeah, which way is he going?
To the north.
Oh, there's a whole other.
Yeah, so he's gonna just take off.
And
with your 20, I'll give you this. He did have something in his hands.
This motherfucker. We need to get this guy, and I will run after him.
Okay.
15, 20. I can get to about here with my 25. I'm not the one to chase this guy. I have 25 feet of movement. But I'm just trying to keep an eye on him.
I'd like to also chase after, and I would like to try again for the billionth time, always to none success. Suggestion. And
I thought you were going to sleep.
Oh!
I was thinking sleep was coming.
Should I? I kind of want to.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll try to put him to sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put him to sleep.
On that, you roll your dice. I don't remember off the top of my head how much it is.
28, 34, 38, 39. 39, sorry.
That does not work.
What? Does he at least feel a little drowsy? Did he take like a Benadryl?
I love sleep.
Again,
It's
we're
so
only
good.
highlighting how bad this.
So at this point, there's a spot where there's like boxes that kind of tier up to the roof, and he's just gonna run and jump and move up the boxes.
Yeah, I'm staying.
How high is the roof? How high is the roof?
Roof is probably 20 feet tall.
Okay. Am I still? I guess I came out of my rage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I want to climb. I want to climb up the building. What do you want? Athletics check.
So you're gonna climb 20 feet.
Yes, I would like to. I would like to climb as high as I can up the building. Either a drain spout or if it's brick, just grabbing onto it and trying to climb.
Sure. Yeah. Give me.
Assassin's Creed it.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check. Would be fine.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be good. Athletics. 24.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of hulk your way up there. Where you're at, there's not too much to grab onto, so you just like punch in and just climb up. And so you make it up there, and the vet is, I'm just gonna say the name because I don't want to use pronouns all the time. The vet is a good 80 feet in front of you at this point.
So can I follow his exact footsteps?
Mm-hmm.
Like how he got up, I'd like to just keep following him.
Yeah.
And I'll use my action to dash.
Okay.
I want to try to stay as close to him as I possibly can.
He's 60 feet, did you say, Bob?
He's about 80 feet from Templeton.
Okay.
And Jackson, what are you doing?
I am probably kind of trailing a little behind Val a little bit, kind of keep some distance in case somebody else shows up from the side or something.
Are there any horses around?
There are not any horses just right around.
Yeah, I'll just book after him, trying to like close the gap. And I'm going to. Is he wearing a cloak or a long coat or something that's trailing behind him? A duster.
Not a long one. It's, I mean, probably to the back of his knee.
Took us.
Okay, yeah, but it's still like flailing behind him theoretically. Okay, so I want to try to close the gap, and I'm going to raise my javelin to throw it and hopefully pin the cloak against the ground. It has a distance of 60 feet, so I would need to close the gap 20 feet if I wanted to do that. 20 feet minimum.
Vivette is dashing every time. So they are getting 60 feet every single time. If you move and then use a throw, you're going to move 30 feet, and
I see.
You won't be able to get within 60 feet. You would have to dash.
Would we know this area at all? Any of us kind of know it at least a little bit, or at least know the alleyways?
Maybe Templeton and Valerian might have some knowledge, but you're in the trade ward, and they were mainly up in the field ward.
Like, would we be able to, like, well, just based on our rompus around the city all the time, would we have any knowledge where you would feel like it's okay to like zoom out and see the alleyways so that we can like strategically try to pin this guy, like, split up to try to catch him?
Yeah, I think what she's saying is just understanding buildings and how streets work. Could we figure out reasonably that we could maybe surround this guy? Or like, are the buildings too close together? He's just going to jump from roof to roof. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's that, yeah. And once you're on the ground, you lose sight because they're that tall, and that's in the very peak, so you can't really see them from the ground.
Okay.
Wait, do we still have one of those pages? Like the birds, the paper birds?
I think he had 6.
Yeah.
And do those just disappear once we send them off?
They go to their recipient, yeah.
Okay.
But do they
How
go
fast do
quickly?
they move?
I don't know if it says a speed.
There's only one way to find out.
It doesn't say how fast it goes. I'm gonna say probably about as fast as a paper airplane would fly.
Okay.
It's like 80 feet per 6 seconds. Goes fast.
It goes fast. It's a paper jet. Jackson, how quickly do those paper birds fly? Quick?
Have you
slow?
ever tossed a paper airplane?
I don't know what the plane
about
is.
As quickly as those? It's like a little folded paper. I don't know.
Oh.
You fold it up, you throw it, and we did it at home when we were kids.
Sure.
All the time. It was fun to kind of try and hit our friends with them. So about as fast as a piece of paper wood going through the air without worrying about the falling, since it knows when it goes a direct flight. I wouldn't say that's very fast, but it's not.
Okay.
I would say we could follow it.
Okay. I'm going to kind of like slow down and be like, okay, hear me out. Have you ever tried to chase a dog who got loose? We're wasting time, so I'll just answer my own question. When you are trying to chase a dog, you do not chase it directly behind you. Try to follow it at a distance, because otherwise it'll get very scared. I feel like it's probably the same with this guy. We keep following him in, he's going to keep dashing, versus if he loses sight of us, he might slow down. If he slows down, that gives us the opportunity to either follow his tracks or follow a paper airplane to him. If he is this odd stone fellow or iron boot fella, what's his name?
Steel toes.
Steel toe.
Got him. Got it. Nailed it. Steel toes. But if we are to slow down, then he might also slow down once he doesn't see us anymore, and we can do our best as survivalists to follow him.
Meanwhile, I'm still on the roof running.
Yeah, if he's running, I'm booking after him.
So I guess this is just between Jax and I then.
So are Templeton and I, can we see each other on top of the roof now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd be probably 10 steps in front of Templeton.
Okay. Templeton, I cannot keep up. You need to run as fast as you can after this man. I will do the best that I can, and I'm just like as fast as my little legs will take us.
I'm going to just continue chasing this guy until he tires out. So you said I'm within 50 feet with my dash, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now he's going to get a turn.
Correct.
So he's going to get another 60.
So it's going to be hard to close the gap he's 50 feet ahead of you every time.
Okay.
So 60.
Okay, shit, I just closed our Roll20. Here's what I will do. I want to... Can I get within 60 feet without dashing? So he's 50 from me. He dashes. That puts him at what, 110?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you use 30, so you're down to 80.
So not quite.
So I would have to dash.
Well, we just need to follow him. He cannot run forever.
Yeah, I'll just keep running after him.
Okay.
We never climbed up, did we, Alyssa? We're still on the ground.
No, we're still on the ground.
Okay.
Talking like civilized
Yeah.
folk.
So
Yep.
I want to make sure that I'm getting these hints dropped by our DM. He was carrying something that looked familiar. As I saw him. Yeah, knowing that he has 10 more feet of movement than me with a dash. But I'm gonna keep going, and at a certain point he'll get out of sight and I'll just try to track footsteps, but
so let me ask this. Would picking up Val be an action? Could we do something where Val jumps on my back? Like, could he make an athletics check to jump on my back as I pass him?
Because I was in front.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
In front.
Yeah, I would say he absolutely can climb on you. Use his action to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I bet you wish you had those striding boots now, huh?
Damn it! That's right.
Fucking hell!
I could have
Comes back around.
Oh, life sucks.
And y'all made
Yeah,
fun of
Those
him.
paper birds are magical items, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Why?
He was going to try and enchant it and do something with it.
So I'm gonna. I'll
I'm already
climb
ahead of
on
you, Travis.
Templeton's back.
You can. What we can do if you're looking for paper. I mean, Alesta
don't have
keeps
to
like a
paper.
journal on her, so it could. Well, there's snow on the ground, trash. McDonald's wrapper right over there.
So okay. I have to get up onto the roof. And then if I got up onto the roof, how far away would we say that Devin is from me, or Templeton is from me?
Can I
was
just-
talking to somebody. Who was he talking to?
There was somebody
Okay,
in the
so
doorway.
hold on. So how about I see that Jax is like, I want to get on the roof. Can I toss him on the roof and then be like, I'm gonna go ask the person that he left where he's going.
So, to be fair,
you off on the roof.
Jack said he's following Valerian. Valerian took the same path that the vet did. So I imagine Jax would be trailing Valerian right up that path already.
Mm-hmm.
So turn 1,
Yeah.
Jackson and Valerian are 10 feet in front of Templeton, who is now 50 feet behind Vivette. So you guys are 40 feet behind Vivette. If you take your dash action.
And I'm 10 feet away from Templeton, you said? Then?
In
ahead?
front of Templeton, correct.
Okay.
If you do not take your dash action, you will not be up on the roof. You would be down right at the base. And you would then be 20 feet behind Templeton, 70 feet behind Vivette.
So I could, in theory, do... Well, no, I can't do that because that's my action. But
What would happen if Alesta used her action to throw Jax up on the roof so he didn't have to use an action to get there, and then he could dash 60 feet?
You would have to make a pretty high strength check to throw a human being or a gnomish person.
How high of a strength check?
We can attempt it. I mean, I'm absolutely for this.
Certainly try.
Jax, can I try to throw you like
We're gonna fucking cannonball you, Jax.
like a paper airplane?
Like a paper bird, Jackson. Fly like your paper birds.
Let me ask this question before I answer that question, and I'm sorry as it's going to be a complicated one.
Oh.
But if I wanted to infuse an item, non-magical item, with a spell that required touch, and I threw that item at somebody and successfully hit them, would that qualify?
Oh, shit!
Interesting.
Oh, fascinating question, Jax.
The fun of the artificer is revealed.
What spell are you trying to infuse?
What's the name of it? Longstrider.
And let's read the rules of that if you have it up.
Longstrider is you touch a creature and the target's speed increases
No, your
by 10
infusing
feet.
spell.
Yeah.
The infusing item?
Yeah.
Infuse item. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with one of your artificer infusions, turning it into a magic item. Wait, is that the right one? Maybe not infuse item, or is it that one? Anyway, yeah. Forgo attunement. You can infuse more than one non-magical item at the end of a long rest, up to a maximum of 2. You must touch each of the objects, and each of your infusions can only be in one object at a time. If you exceed a number of infusions, the oldest one immediately ends. So it would have to be with my infusions. So I would have to... That's right, none of my infusions would include that. So I think that answers my question. Never mind. I thought there was something... Let me just put this...
Yeah, I don't...
Magical tinkering, I think, is what I was actually thinking of. Imbue a tiny non-magical object with a magical property of your choice. That was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, I don't think that... I'm unfortunately going to have to vote a no on that one.
That's fine. That's why I asked the question.
So, but I do like the cannonball idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you want me to throw you?
Are you still going to go talk to the guy over here?
Yeah, I'll go talk to him. I just want to throw you.
You want to throw me up there? Let's see if we can do this.
Okay, let's do it. Oh no, I'm nervous. What if it's a natural one and I just like punch you right into the side of the building?
Then it's a good thing I have 17 hit points.
I got a dirty 20.
It's a good thing I'm small.
Ah!
I'll give you a foot for every strength point there. So you throw
How
him
tall
20
is
feet.
it?
You throw him like upward at an arc of 20 feet. And you get him 10 feet behind Valerian.
How tall is the building?
20 feet.
Oh, okay. So I get him successfully up on the building?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Jax. I was on the varsity hammer throw team for my for Paladin School, also known as Church, and this is how we did it then.
What's varsity? Never mind. We don't have time for that.
And I'll just hammer throw him up there, and I'll be like, "Okay, you guys have a good time. I'm gonna go back and talk to that person. You're right here."
Sweet.
We've totally forgot to call that a yeet check, by the way.
Yeet check.
Right.
Can I roll for yeet?
Okay, so we're gonna say that's round 1. Everybody's officially got to do their thing, right?
Yeah, because I was following Val as my last action.
Okay. So round 2, instantly dash 60 feet.
Right?
So now 110 from you, Templeton. 100 from you, Valerian, and
Well, I'm on Templeton's back now, so
well, you'd have to do this round 2.
This is round 2, so we haven't done it yet.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, so I'll use my action to climb up.
Jackson, did you? Okay, so you got thrown up there. Did you dash again?
Mm-hmm. I have not gotten my turn to do that. As far
So
as I know.
okay, so we need to go back to round 1,
So-
and you used your movement, and then you got thrown, and you're 10 feet behind Valerian, equal with Templeton. So now you can either dash or you can do something, which is 50 feet from Vivek.
Okay. Is it my turn then?
Yes, this is the last
Okay.
portion of round 1. We'll go back.
Okay. Then I want to use... So I'm with Templeton right now.
Yes, you are in line
Okay.
with Templeton.
Then I want to walk up to him and touch him and cast the Longstrider to give him 10 extra feet of movement.
Hell yeah, here we go. Let's go.
And then someone throws Val.
This
We're just gonna cannonball
Okay.
right up to this thief.
And that lasts
fantasy
1
football.
hour.
Fantasy football at its best. Let's toss some gnomes and half.
This is what the people want to see.
Okay, so round 2. Instantly dash again. So we're 110. Templeton, you now have 40 feet of movement, or 80 if you dash.
Okay. And Val can,
Yeah, I'll use my movement and action to get up.
because Val
on
was
you.
before me. Val was before me. If we're keeping track of order, so he.
Well, I'll hold my action until you're like
No.
running past, and then I'll grab on and
Yes.
climb up.
Yeah. So my thought is, I'm going to dash, and as I dash past, Val is going to jump on. Okay. When I reach my max, we should be 30 feet from him. Right? With the long strider.
Yes.
Okay.
If you double dash. Or if you
Yes.
dash, yes.
If I dash. Okay. I'm hoping, if Val is willing, that he will jump and try and grab this fucker.
So we're at how far away are we?
30
Well,
feet.
I can't jump that far.
You are on varsity long jump, man.
And you
I can
used
only
your
go to
action
25 feet.
and you used your action to climb on top.
Okay.
Yeah. So at
All right.
round
So
three.
round three, I'm chucking you.
Okay, and that's fine. I will say, like, as we're getting closer, you need to drop the bag, and I'll call out to the guy that's running.
Okay. Alyssa, what are you doing?
Did Templeton drop the Nimble Wright?
Yeah,
Or is-
I probably did.
Or is it just
No, I
flailing
dropped.
behind him?
I dropped it.
Okay. So now that I have successfully, seen Jax off on his journey, I'll probably, if the Nimble Wright is like right there, I'll just pick it up, probably bridal style, because that seems the most respectful, and then go back to this person's place and politely knock on the door.
Devin, you didn't mute your giggle.
I'm trying to be an adult. I'm sorry.
Wait, why? What did I say?
Nothing.
I'm as lost as you are, fortunately. So let's just move on.
I am going
Wait,
to
what
see.
did I...
You want me to repeat it?
Yeah, what did I do?
You were going to see Jax off on his journey. Sorry.
I heard
That's
it.
potty humor. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jack's off. Jack off. Jack.
Oh.
See,
Yeah.
I laugh because these two dinguses laugh.
It's no big deal.
Were you
sorry.
like the type of kids who would like call bars and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm looking for my friend. His name
Yes.
is Michael Hawk. He goes by Mike," and then just
Yeah.
like wait for that guy to call out.
Pretty sure that's like 90% of boys,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, I was that kid.
People
all right.
actually did that.
I used to prank call people
Sorry.
all the time. You just find a random number in the
I
phone
get
book.
so much secondhand embarrassment. I did that one time and then called back the next day to apologize. That's true. That is true. I couldn't live with myself as an 8-year-old. Anyway, yeah. So I like wave Jack off, and then I leave. Go pick up the
Okay.
Nimble Wright and leave.
Okay. That's going to be your full turn, picking up the Nimble Wright and getting back. Jax, so now you are 80 feet behind Templeton and 110 behind Vivette.
I'm going to just dash to try and just follow their line of movement, and that's
Okay.
it.
And so is that 50 feet?
50 feet, yes, sir.
Okay. So now you're 30 behind Templeton and, math, 60 behind Vivette.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Round 3. Dash again. So 90 feet ahead of you, Templeton.
Okay.
90
feet ahead. Okay.
and you have 80.
I'm dashing to 80.
I'm going to hold my action. If
Okay.
I'm still acting before Templeton, I will hold it.
You can move your entire turn. You can wait to move your turn permanently. So how that rule works is you either hold an action, which doesn't move your turn, or you can pull yourself out of the order and insert yourself
I'll move.
wherever.
I'll move below Templeton in the initiative order.
Okay, so he's within 10 feet.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
So now it's
your turn, right?
Can I use my movement, my 25 feet, and try to grapple him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll kind of... I'm going to get up on Templeton's traps, and I will jump off and try to fly into the air and get around this guy's neck and just get a hold of him and now, ride on him for a little bit.
So, are you grappling or?
I'm going to do the best that I can, being a halfling, to slow him down, if not stop him.
Okay, make a strength check.
It's a natural 18 minus 1, 17. I'm not a strong man.
Come on.
All right, Alesta, you're at the door.
Yes.
Suddenly.
And I knock politely.
There's no answer.
I knock more sternly.
There's still no answer.
I'm aware that you're in there. I would really appreciate it if you didn't ignore my knocking. I know it's late at night, but please.
There's no answer.
Can I glare down the door? Does intimidation work on the door?
You could kick it down if you want.
Bust it in.
You could try. You could try and open it.
That's so rude, though. If you don't answer this door, I'm going to be forced to do something very rude.
I mean, this is all like, I'm granting you a lot of liberty with your free action. So you have a move and an action.
A move and an... Wait.
So you have move, action, and a bonus action. So I'm letting you use a free action to talk and try and get them to open it. They're not opening it, so you have a move or an action.
Okay. Sure. I will attempt to open the door.
It opens.
Okay. Then I will walk inside with the Nimble Wright bridal style across the threshold.
Okay. So we're going to insert these two into our initiative.
Great.
How many hit points do you have left?
Not a lot. Not very much.
How far away is the party?
Pretty far by now, if I'm correct. It's about like 120 feet. Though I'm not entirely sure. I sometimes things can get a little hazy in battle, so I'm really not sure.
Sometimes things go sideways.
And this might be one of those times. Okay. We'll go back while this is happening. We'll go back to.
Well, don't forget Jackson. I don't think he's active.
He dashed.
Okay.
Yeah, he just dashed. So he's 60 feet from where you're at. So Templeton's 10 feet. Jackson's 60 feet. Valerian, you are flying through the air to grab this. Off
the top rope.
As you catch, you slip, and they're out of your reach. 18 on the dex save, by the way.
Yeah, it is on you, big buddy.
Dexterous person.
But is he in melee? Are we in melee now?
I mean,
he's in melee.
Yeah, he's in melee. He would be right there. So I need to go back. Hold on, because who is in here? Who's in here? Who are you?
Who want lasagna?
Actually, lasagna sounds pretty good.
You.
So,
who are you?
Alexa. God damn it, Alesta. It's not funny, Travis. Shut up.
Yes, it is.
So this burly gentleman is going to step up to you and swing their mace twice at you. One for an 8 and a 16.
Neither of those hit.
Sucker!
Okay. And then this one's going to shoot a hand crossbow for 15. And
Does not hit.
19.
Ooh, the
That one
sass is
does.
coming out.
Okay, so 19
But man, if I am not just upset right now, I
Hits.
cannot even believe this is happening.
for 3 piercing plus 9 sneak attack. It's 11 hit points.
I'm going to use Rebuke the Violent.
Good call.
Okay.
Which, hold on, let me double check to see what that does.
It's a thing, I have it. I don't...
Wait, they get sneak attack damage even though I just walked into, like, she wasn't coming into this expecting to not be attacked.
He's engaged with a...
You're engaged with somebody else, so you're not actively engaged with that person.
Oh, so I'm engaged with them even though I haven't.
You're in melee.
The
You're
thug
into them.
came up to you and engaged you.
Gotcha.
And then if it makes it easier, he comes here and hides and shoots you.
Okay, hold on one second.
I'm being a little loosey with some of these like movement in this portion of it, but if you want to get technical, we could do it.
Okay, I don't even think this would really help. Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage. Nope, that doesn't do anything.
Is that only when they attack an ally?
Yep,
Yeah.
sure is.
Is that Alesta dead?
Yeah,
Ouch.
Dead?
Well, down.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
I don't know that.
So turn 3, Valerian, make an opportunity attack because
Yeah.
this person is now going to
Leave
slide
my...
down the roof. Oh shit!
I'll take a short, get my short sword out and try to slice him real quick. That's a 15.
Oh shit! I guess I need to pay attention to their. That does not hit.
Okay.
So they're gonna slide down off the roof and back into the alleyway. So that is gonna be, half their movement, and then they're gonna use the rest of their movement to duck into a building, which you guys see what building it is. I just don't have a map
Yes.
of where the building is.
Yep. Templeton, I tried, but keep going.
Okay. Would it be Jack's turn?
Nope, it's
Or
Templeton.
is it my turn? Okay.
Yeah, that was just my reaction.
When you say he jumped back down to the alley, is he jumping down into sight of Alesta?
You guys are
They're
probably 100,
200, 300 feet.
Yeah, and you can't
Yeah,
see
y'all
more
are,
than you can't see
y'all
more
are
than
a
60
city
feet.
block away. Yeah.
Okay. So, let me ask you if you'll be generous. So, I popped my rage at the beginning of this, not realizing that you have to take damage or attack something.
Oh, yeah, you don't need it.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
All right. Okay. Thank you. So I would like to dash and get within 10 feet of him. And then I would like to pop my last rage. And as a bonus action, I would like to activate my storm aura of the sea. So it gives me a 10-foot aura effect when I start my rage, and as a bonus action on each of my turns. One creature of my choice takes lightning damage, a Dex DC 13, half on success.
So, before we go too far, the building that they entered, as you enter that building, you see that it is a side door into a giant waiting room. And so you're no longer in you were kind of on the cusp of the trade ward and the castle ward. So now, as you walk into this, you're still in the trade ward, but it's this giant, common area, and there's a lot of people in here. So before you rage and go Hulk in this giant room with people, before we got too far, they slid off the building and went into a door. And as you walk into that door, you see that there's a lot of people in here.
Do I see him? And he's 10 feet in front of me. I have to pop it. We're not going to hit him otherwise, right?
It's your call.
Ask for forgiveness later. These are criminals.
The city guards are pretty forgiving.
Since when?
That's the joke, Travis.
I know, I was ruining it.
While you think of what you want to do.
It would be out of character for Templeton to do intentional if I had already raged when I ran through. That's what I said I did. No, because I said when I got in range of him, I would have raged. So I think if I came through the door and there is a bunch of common people, I don't think I would rage as Templeton. Mechanically, it's the right thing to do. I don't think I would rage as Templeton. But I'm going to split off. I'm going to continue. Oh, fuck. As he blends into the crowd, I don't think I'm going to be able to follow him. I think Templeton would come back through the door till everybody got away. Till Valley got away.
You can see him in the door, to be fair. There's just a lot of...
Val?
Well, you can't see Val. You can see the vet.
Val on my back? Did you jump on my back?
I jumped off, tried to grab, and then swiped at him with my sword. He went down. You went down with him. You're only 10 feet away from him. Just
in a crowd of people.
Can you wait one more round and subdue him non-violently? Because you can run faster than he can.
But I dashed to get here. That's my action. I don't.
Well, I know, but next round,
I'm always going to be.
You're 20 feet faster.
You do 80. He does 60.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up. I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
I'll get up, half my movement, and I think I'll get to the edge of the building and look down and see Templeton going in.
Yeah, you definitely would.
All right. I'll use my action to get down, to dash, or is that too much movement?
I'm sorry, say that again.
To get to the edge of the building, is that just my movement?
I would say you get to the door and you can see Templeton.
Okay. Well, I think I had to use half my movement to get up because I was prone. And then I would use my action to dash and get as close to Templeton. All right.
Yeah, you were good.
And I'll use my action to dash and I'll be behind Templeton like 10 feet.
Yeah, 10, 20 feet.
Yeah, 10, 20 feet.
Okay, Jackson.
I'm too far to have heard anything that happened with the lesser, right?
It is snowing.
That was like 100 feet away.
Yeah, it is snowing heavily.
Okay.
And, you can make a perception check, and I'm going to give you disadvantage.
No, I'm exhausted anyway, so either way I get this.
So it's like triple disadvantage.
So, yep. I'm just going to dash and try and keep up with these guys. I have no idea what else is going on around me.
Okay.
And that'll just kind of end it.
Seeing that you got knocked out pretty easily, this guy's going to drag you inside, bring you back into this space here.
I don't suppose I could argue that the Nimble Wright was giving me partial coverage.
Probably not. I'm sorry. And he's going to set you in a chair next to this other person. All right. So next round. Okay, I like this. I like how this is going to happen. So Vivette is going to get 60 feet away and then yell, "He's trying to kill me, everybody!" And you hear everybody just like, who, where? And he points to the tall half-orc coming in. And then he tries to hide in the crowd. So, Templeton, give me a perception check. It's a 22 on my end.
23.
It's a 23.
It's a 16 on mine.
And then people start to yell, and they're like, "Oh my god!" What do you want to do, Templeton?
Do I still see him, or is he disappearing into the fracas?
You see kind of where he went, but he disappeared into the chaos.
Did I hear that him yell that?
Yeah, you would have heard that.
Yeah. All right.
Val, what do I do? He's getting away.
Oh, you keep pushing. What is the crowd doing? Can I see are they?
They're like panicked, and they're kind of like dispersing almost.
Like parting the seas?
Parting the sea.
Or
no, they're all like coming
door?
out. They're all going out the front door. So you remember, you
Okay.
guys are side door. They're gonna like freak out at a half orc coming in. Clearly hot and sweaty.
Templeton, get out of there. I'll yell that. Templeton, get out of there. Like hearing what he said and seeing and hearing the commotion of people looking out for Templeton's safety. I'm gonna ask him to withdraw.
All right, I will back through the side door we came through and close it behind us.
No, don't close it. As you
Oh.
come out, I'm going to disguise self, and I'm going to make myself a foot taller. I'm going to look like
Maybe a baller.
elderly shot caller, 20 inch. I am going to look like an elderly halfling lady, silvered hair in a tight bun. No purse on me whatsoever, because that man stole my purse, and he is lying. And I'll whisper to Templeton, hide in the alley, do not be seen. And I'm going to run in and try to find this man.
Okay. Jax, what are you doing?
How far away am I from that? All of that?
I mean, at this point, we're kind of like at a standstill in this area. So you could probably catch up maybe 10 feet behind Templeton.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more.
Then I'm going to run up near Val.
He's inside.
I use my movement and I use my action to disguise self, and then my movement to go into 30 feet and 25 feet into the room.
Okay, so I will run into the room at least, and I would just like to just kind of yell in agreement with Val, saying, "Yeah, I saw him take the purse."
Okay. I love it.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can see him?
Yeah, give me a perception check. Yeah, you gotta beat the original.
Oh yeah, that's a 10.
Okay. Alesta, what are you doing?
Being mauled.
Comes the city guard.
Here comes the city guard. I'm sitting in a chair
Okay.
because nothing else has happened yet, has it?
No.
Well,
Okay.
that's where I am.
So we'll go back to the main party, because listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Rule number 1 of D&D: never split the party. Rule number 1. That's like number 1 rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. You don't.
Rule
split
number
the party.
2:
Rule
make
number
your
2,
own rules.
Make your own rules. I'm so disappointed in this party. I kid. All right.
Thanks, dude.
So as this happens, thanks, dude. As this happens, you do see the crowd start to disperse and run out. But then you see one kind of not go that way, and they go to the right and inside the theater. And that's where you lose sight of them for their turn. So Templeton.
Just to remind, Jax and Val have sending stones.
We already used them.
Val used his
Oh,
portion of
wow.
the sending
Yeah.
stone. Jack still
Yeah.
has his side.
Oh,
Just
That's right. I didn't use mine to respond, did I?
yeah, just to clear that out.
okay.
So
Thank you.
is it back to me and to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will duck back through the door after Val has gone through. I'm going to close it, and then I guess I'll see Jax right there with me.
Jackson.
And where's? Listen, it's bad in there. Val said to stay hidden. Wait, where's Lesta?
She did.
Yeah. And if I can, I would just like to look behind me and be like, "Oh, where is she? I thought she was with."
Well, I did call up to you to let you know that I was gonna, like, after hammer throwing you, go to talk to those folk.
Yeah.
I would
So
say
I at least checked in, you know, like when you go hiking and you tell
Yeah.
a friend, like, oh, I'll be along this way. If I'm not back, then I'm dead along the river. You know.
So in this area here, this is where everybody was, and they all went to the opposite side of you. So you entered this door, and so there was a lot of people. And then this Vivette. All right, so they walked this way, if that makes sense, if you saw that. So
if I saw him...
Yes, you did.
Yeah, if I saw him, I would follow.
So the parts cleared, and give me another... Pull your tokens out at this point, since we have a map.
Oh, my token's been out.
Well, that's gross.
It's Jump Street. 21. I'm just rambling at this point.
Blackjack Jump Street.
Okay. So you guys are, in there. Templeton, you're very close as well, if you want to pull just right outside.
Is Jax outside with me?
Jax moved into the building at this point.
I had gotten just inside the door.
Okay.
Oh, so I thought he was outside with me. I'm outside by myself?
Yeah, and you said you just walked in and closed the door.
Val told me to hide, but if I looked around, I didn't see Alesta. I'm gonna... Damn, we're in a tight spot.
What's your character got to do?
So what is Templeton doing? It is your action.
Val told me to stay outside. Where is the main entrance to this? Did I see where the crowd was bunching at?
Yeah, so they exited out the top door. And I would say you guys were like here more specifically.
They exited out here?
Out here. Or out this top one, sorry. And you guys entered the bottom one.
On the same side. I want to try and start making my way around the building. I want to see if I can find alternate exit and try and guard it.
Okay, so
Ooh, that was a cool motorcycle.
Valerian, you moved and you made it to there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, Jax.
Well, I'll use my action to go again.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That was just 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm about there. I look like an old lady. He stole my purse, the one in the hat. And if I could see him, I'll actually point him out.
You see a lot of people in hats at this point, so give me a perception check.
The swashbuckler. That's an 18.
Vivette!
Okay.
He's a former soldier!
He went to veterinary school, I know him!
So, you see him talking up here.
Oh.
And as you say that, you see the crowd kind of disperse. So, they all run, and there's some that don't move, and the ones that don't move kind of look at you like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?" God, roll 20s.
Help an old woman out! He stole my purse!
Roll
City
20s
guard!
being an
And
ass
I'll
today.
start screaming that out.
You see everybody else just kind of like start to move north towards the door,
Yep.
this exit up here.
Okay.
Except for these here. Jax, what do you want to do?
I'm going to move in and kind of follow the same path that Val moved and just kind of stop kind of in the doorway as I saw the people start dispersing.
Are you with the city guard? He stole my purse!
I'm
And
not,
I'll
but I
wink.
did see him.
I'll wink at you. It's Val.
I'm not going to react to that.
Okay. So you're using
No, I'm not.
double dash there.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. Yeah.
Family double
I'm not gonna
dash.
quite-
Alesta, at this point, you do come to consciousness. Just kind of in and out, we'll say. You can't move. Your
Okay.
hands are like, you don't understand why.
Would I understand why, though? Because I'm pretty sure this is not going to be Alesta's first rodeo with biting off more than she can chew and then being somebody's prisoner. Must you? How conscious is she?
You're like in and out of consciousness as you get punched in the face.
Overkill, but okay.
Well, we'll see. Okay. So Vivette is actually gonna talk here and then hand the stone up here. You see it pass hands.
Like, took it out of the bag and put it in.
You see the bag that they put it in pass hands to,
That's my purse!
and then she's gonna take off.
Motherfucker.
Motherfuckers.
It is a tasty burger.
Hmm.
The brain on Brad. Kiss my motherfucker.
Because now every time I see it,
Hawaiian burgers.
every time I
kahuna.
think of it, I think of look at the big brain on Brett, and then it goes to Brett Kavanaugh.
All
right.
Bad.
Templeton.
Come on, buddy.
Is there a pathway down here, or is it kind of up like butted up against the building, or is it blocked? Or
It's blocked.
okay. So then I'm going to go the other direction. Dash. I'm gonna try and see if there's. I'm not sure how far you'll let me get, but I want to come up here and see if there's a way. Around the
You
building
get up
this
there
way.
and you see a fence.
Okay.
Probably 8 feet tall. Val, with 2 L's.
I'm going to dash to there and say, "Give me back my purse," and I'll try to get my hands on it. I use my action to dash, but
I'm gonna move, not dash, but I'm gonna move up to. Was it there? Yep. I'm gonna move up to there, and I'm going to grab my crossbow and aim it at the guy and say, "Yeah, give her her purse back."
Are you gonna shoot?
Not at the moment. I want to wait and see what he does. So
It's a bluff.
I'm going to hold my action, and if can I do like if he tries to run or attacks Val, or can I only do one of those situations? If I were to hold an action.
You can do both.
yeah.
Okay, I will hold it until he either tries to run away or attacks Val, and only those 2 situations. I'll hold my shot.
Who has the bag now? Like, what does this person look like?
So it's just a tall female, probably 5'7", human, tall to
Okay.
you. So good luck. Jax, it was your turn.
I moved and held up my crossbow and held an action.
Okay. We'll skip over Alesta. And at this point, Vivette is going to stop and go, you got me. You got me. And then the person that you're right next to, Val, she goes, oh, don't shoot.
I don't have a gun. I just want my bag, and I'll reach for the bag if we're like kind of going out of initiative, and I'll reach for it and try to pull it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if not, that's what I'm going to do.
No, yeah, we're out of initiative at this point.
Okay. I would like my bag back, please. And I'll try to get my arm through the shoulder strap loop and then put it in the crook of my elbow and spin and pull it out.
Okay, and yeah,
There you take from a
she just
lady.
goes, okay. Don't shoot. And she references to Jackson, who has his crossbow trained. Templeton, what are you doing?
I'm going to continue trying to go around the building.
Okay.
If I have to jump the fence, I would try and jump the fence.
Yeah, you could easily do it.
Okay. Just double dashing, trying to look for another door in.
Yeah, you can make it to here pretty easily. And this is kind of where everybody came out. So, as you enter, you see that, everybody's kind of hands up, don't shoot type situation. And we're out of initiative. So, Valerian, you are able to grab that bag, and you have it.
Looking inside.
Okay. So as you open the bag, you don't know what the stone looks like. There's several tiny rocks in this bag.
Would I know that those aren't it, or do I need to like further inspect?
You know it's one stone.
All right.
But you know that this is just several tiny little rocks.
Because Chris the player knows what the stone looks like, and I know that little stones would not be it. So if I don't know, I would just take the bag.
You have an idea that that's not it.
Fucker.
What kind of stones are they? Are they like the stone? I'm not in the scene, but are they like the stones that Templeton found on Val's bed?
No,
Like
they're
the
like
big eyes?
they're like just standard rocks.
So at any point, could I have seen him slide a hand this sucker out of there?
I mean, that's a loaded question, right? Because there were points
okay.
that you couldn't see
Right.
him.
All right, I'm gonna throw down the bag, drop my disguise. Where is the stone of galore? And I'll turn and look at Vivette specifically.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I am talking about. We chased you across 8 roofs to get here.
I was just going for a jog.
Shit. You saw me turn around that corner and run?
I feel like I'm being...
Why did you run?
Well, I feel like I'm being harassed. Maybe we should get the city guards in here.
But that's fine. Get the city guards. I have done nothing except try to look for a stolen property, this lost stone of galore. That is not yours. Why would you run?
Who says it's yours?
It's not yours.
Oh, okay. You got me there, but I don't have it, clearly.
Then where did you drop it on the way here? Because I saw you have it when we started chasing you, and then we are now here. And then at that point, I'll turn to Templeton and I'll give him the wave over. I'm hoping he's taking like cues of things getting heated, Val getting in his angry voice.
He's getting in his angry voice.
My 3'6" angry voice. I mean, you can call the city guard. That is fine.
And what are you gonna tell him? Who's in the right here? You saw me do nothing wrong.
Okay then. I will sit and wait. I have all day, buddy.
I am definitely putting my crossbow down at the first word of the girl.
Well, I mean, maybe we should wait for the city guard. How about that? It's a good idea to me. And Vivette's just going to sit there.
Yeah.
And sit in one of those seats.
What is your background? What is your criminal record? They will come and I have none. You look like you have been around a little bit. They might question you more than me.
I don't have any criminal record.
I tell you right now, I have nothing to lose. You're the one that ran. I was just walking through the alley. Looking for a fight. No, I didn't say that. That's a Stray Cat song.
Okay. Oh my god. I haven't thought of the Stray Cats in a long time.
Love me some Stray Cats. But we are looking for this property to return to its rightful owner. So if anybody is at fault, it is a thieving liar like you. I mean, you could give me the stone and we leave and you go about your way.
Yeah, they don't respond. And Templeton, Jackson, what are you guys doing?
I think I'm probably just standing behind Val.
Okay.
When we first saw this guy, or this person, they just had the bag. We didn't see them get it or pick it up off the ground or anything, right? Or did
you saw the person that is with Alesta handing the bag to the vet.
Okay, and it was pretty obvious it was being handed, not forced, right?
Yes, and then the vet decided to run, and when she saw that somebody seen him.
I'm just going to be taking this in and just kind of pondering the situation for right now.
Does the person next to me look aggressive? Like, does she have a weapon?
No. They're in like nice attire in the fact that they're attending a play that you guys all interrupted.
Then I'm going to go and walk over back to him, and let me see the inside of your pockets.
I think we'll just wait for the city guards.
What has it got in its pockets?
But we can deal with this right now.
Or we can wait.
Challenge her to a riddle.
Does he have any more bags on him or
Not that you can see.
anything bulgy in his coat?
Not that you can see.
Okay, we sit and wait.
We all just sitting down, chatting.
I'm keeping my eye on him. I don't trust you. You ran like the weakest human being that I have ever seen. You saw me and you ran faster than I have seen anybody run before.
I mean,
you have something to hide.
It's cold outside.
So it's fine. Oh, sure, it's cold. You're getting your calisthenics in and you're getting warmed up. For what? So either you have this stone hidden somewhere on your body or it is somewhere that we missed on the way here. It is not one of those stones in that bag.
I have stones. Yes, you're right. I did have stones.
I have stones too, and they are bigger than yours, and we need to get to the bottom of this.
Valestigation.
Well, I mean, yeah, you threw all mine on the ground, so now I gotta pick them up. I was gonna give them to my kid later.
Oh, sure. Give me the sad song.
My kid loves shiny stones, and, I found some along the way, and that's why I was running to get back to her.
Okay. I don't believe you.
And after about 5 minutes of this awkward sitting, the city guard do come, because all of the theater attendees that left. And so you see 5 city guard come in. And they're like, what's going on?
Any recognizable ones that we've dealt with before?
No.
Is Investigator 2 there?
TUI. Nope.
Or, no, it's just Investigator 5.
We're up to 5 already. Yes, City Guard, this man, I saw him in the alley, and he started to run away from me like he had done something guilty, so me being the upstanding citizen that I am, I was doing, like, citizen's arrest. Like, he was doing something wrong, and he runs in here, and now he's, like, trying to play cool.
Oh, well, that's weird, because the reports that I have are that a giant half-orc, and he kind of, like, looks at Templeton, was chasing this fine, upstanding citizen, and it kind of dispersed and interrupted this play that was happening.
Well, yes, that is partially true.
So you're saying that you admit to chasing
after this man? Yeah, that is no lie.
I feel like that may border harassment.
Well, it's harassment, maybe, but he has done something wrong. Why would he just run?
What did he do wrong?
He has stolen property somewhere.
Oh,
I saw it. He no longer has it. He lost it.
And he's going to turn to Vivette and say, do you have their stolen property? And Vivette's going to stand up and say, you can search me. I don't have any property of theirs. Everything on me is mine. And so City Watch number 3 walks over there and kind of, pats down. I mean, is there something specific you're looking for?
What happened to the bag? Is that the bag on the ground?
There was an old lady running around saying she lost her purse. Vivette, you're very quiet.
Because I have done nothing wrong.
Okay. Then I guess he's done nothing wrong, and for this I apologize if we disrupted your fine play here today. But, I mean, if somebody sees me on the streets and starts running for no reason, are you saying it is out of my civic duty to chase that person down and see what is the matter?
I feel like maybe... Go ahead, Jax.
It was after we saw him get a bag from somebody else. It kind of looked like he was stealing it, so we were just trying to be cautious of the people around us. And
there you go, my friend Jackson.
And where were they stealing this bag from?
It says down the block.
A few blocks back we saw.
Maybe we all need to go on a field trip and go back to that house. to where this all started. I'm just saying that is the point of origin.
Do you know where?
I know exactly where.
Do you have an address?
Yeah, it's on this piece of paper right here.
Takes a piece of paper. Okay, well, I mean, we'll look into it, and...
Well, why don't we all go right now?
Well, because you're going to be going somewhere else.
Well, that's pretty
We got
interesting.
some things to iron out, you know, down at the station.
What about Vivette? He came in screaming fire in the middle of a crowded theater.
Well, what the citizens reports told me is that help, I'm being chased, is not the same as fire.
Well, it's a metaphor.
Metaphor for harassment, I feel. And so he pulls out his little book, does some writing,
book.
rips it off, and hands it to you. And it's a ticket.
Okay.
I'll
put it in my pocket. I'll deal with that later. Okay.
So here's the deal. We're all just gonna go our separate ways here. I'm gonna let you go. Clearly, nobody's hurt. Nobody's done anything wrong. You're gonna pay the ticket for disturbing the peace, and you're gonna pay reparations for all of the money that was lost during this play. It comes to the sum of 500 gold pieces.
Oh, that's convenient.
No, it doesn't. And we're just gonna go our merry way.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Vivette,
Val
where are you?
Val tries to do the right thing. Just once.
I'm trying. Vivette, where are you going?
And the guard's gonna say, "I don't believe that's any of your business."
That is none of my business. Okay.
So why don't you all go first, and then we'll we'll let them go.
I will go walk by. I'll pick up the bag that I threw down, and I will head out the door that Templeton came in, mumbling under my breath as I go.
I'm gonna wait a minute.
The guard's gonna look at you
as
and
he gets kind of further out of the way. I am going to say, "Wait, isn't that the person that old lady was asking about?" And I'm going to run out and find.
Yeah, we will give it back.
Okay.
Yeah, so making it out and heading back to where we came from.
Okay.
And try to find Alesta.
And yeah, I will. After we all get out, I will say, "Oh, Alesta was. She's going to go back to that house and try and find out more info. So we should probably go check on her. Hopefully, she didn't get lost getting back up with it."
So at this point, you do. Takes 10 minutes to get back. Probably not even 10 minutes. It's only a couple hundred feet, so a minute. You do see that this place is surrounded by city guard, and Alesta. These two are gone. This guy has been taken away, and you are back up. So what you consciously remember was kind of fading in and out. You did get punched one time, and then you heard a bunch of shouting. And then you wake up and you see the two people that you met in the doorway kind of like arms up as the city guard come in and arrest them. And so one city guard is, as you wake up, is untying you, gives you maybe a little drink of water. Little
Did
sippy.
they take off their mask or anything?
No, they did not.
They better not have. Okay, so they just
I mean, you're not
got up
Batman.
and... You're right, bud. I'm not Batman.
I'm not.
No, wait. I'm not the knight? But, yeah. Neat. Cool. So I just remember them basically being arrested, or did they just disappear?
They were being arrested.
Okay.
So luckily, Val's fireball made some commotion. And it took them a little bit to get there, but they got there and kind of searched the area and stumbled upon this. So.
Hey there, fella. Thanks for untying me.
Are you okay?
Never.
Yeah, would you like some water?
I will take a sip, and then I will chug as much of the water that is left in whatever. And then I'll be like, what happened to the person who was running away with the package?
I don't know what you're talking about. But we came here, and I mean, it looks like something bad was happening. We got those 2 guys in custody, and he's going to try and help you stand up if you let him. If not, he's going to just let Alesta do it.
Yeah, I'll just stand on my own pretty much as soon as I'm like able to, and then I'll be like, no, there was a third person. There was a package that they handed him a package. My friends ran after him. That person needs to be found. He has something. They have something very dangerous.
Well, I mean, we're canvassing the area. Kind of stumbled upon some bugbears out there, which isn't very normal for the city. And then we came in here and saw you 2 were tied up.
Yeah, the bugbears. The bugbears. Yeah, they would like attack them. And then what about the Nimble Wright?
And it's as you like, if you want to exit this area, it is in the corner, just like done.
Oh, you poor little fella. All right. And I'll just kind of lift him up, cradling him very gently. I'll be like, for some reason, I feel very close to this Nimble Wright right now. He was there for me when no one else was. Anyway, yes, there was a person, possibly dangerous person, headed, was it northward?
Yeah.
Okay, northward among the rooftops. My friends might be in danger. I should go find them.
Well, I mean, maybe you should take it easy. Are you sure you're okay?
I do nothing on easy mode, son. Nothing.
Wow, I just got schooled.
Yeah, you sure did. Or as we paladins like to call it, churched.
Wow. And he's like, well, I mean, you may want to stick around. We got to ask some questions. We got to figure out what was going on here.
What do you need to know?
Well, why were you tied up? What happened?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Because I knocked very politely. Because it's not polite to just barge in. So I asked. I knocked. I knocked twice. I knocked a third time. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to come in if you don't answer, because I know you're in here, because you just dropped off a really suspicious package. And then, like, they didn't respond, so I came in. And they tried to hit me 4 times. They missed 3 times, but the last one hit me. Got sneak attack damage. I went down. How rude. But anyway, there's this whole criminal syndicate and whatever, and the bugbears, and we found this piece of paper, and we came here, and then my friend saw, like, a very important weapon that's been passing hands back and forth, and they ran north, and I decided to come in here like a good Samaritan and chat with the undoubtedly terrified people in here who had just been shaken down. But that didn't work. It did not work the way I wanted it to.
I mean, clearly you were tied up. Sounds like they were doing the asking questions, right?
There were no questions asked, just a lot of slapping.
Oh, that's rude.
Well, yeah, I agree. They were very rude. They were very rude.
Well, we got them, and they appear to be a part of, the ongoing gang problem in the area. We just can't get ahead. They just
what
2
gang?
steps. Oh, the Black Snake network thing.
I think I have a tip for you.
Oh, great.
So, there's like this butcher guy, right? Like, Alesta's like, I'll give you the tea here now, okay? Like, there's like this butcher, right?
He's writing this all down.
Yeah, so I'll give him like exact directions. Essentially, be like, we came over there on the case. I'm an investigator, you see. Like, we came over there, blah 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 blah. Nimble Wright aboard this, came here. The Nimble Wright was on the ground. Clearly, the Thrakis needs his Thrak ass kicked. And
okay, I mean, I'll put it in my notes. We don't typically just go around kicking people's butts, but
see, that's the problem that I find with you, City Guard, is that you don't just go around kicking people's butts.
Well, I mean, it's not really a problem because what if you were on the receiving end of a butt kicking by us? I mean, that would be bad without all the information, right? So, and at this point, I'm going to say the rest of the party has made it back down here. And he's
Okay,
so,
but also, sometimes your lack of like, yeah, let's go kick some ass leads to a lot of inaction, wouldn't you say?
well, you got to do it right. You can't just, you got to get all the facts because what if I did it, kicked butt to the wrong person?
Well, then you apologize and you move on to the next person.
But
You
then
kick the right ass.
we
the
would
next
get
guy.
sued and, we would have a lot of money gone.
The-
I mean,
See-
we're thinking of
Oh,
the
it's for
taxpayers.
money,
We're
yes,
thinking of the
for funding.
taxpayers' dollars here.
Taxpayers, but who pays the most taxes? Who do you protect the most? Do you protect the poor people or do you protect the rich
Well, I
people?
mean,
Tell me honestly. Tell
Everybody,
me honestly.
everybody pays taxes, so we protect everybody, ma'am.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So, I think I have all the information I need here. Please leave.
Yeah, yep. Sounds good.
But are you sure you're okay? I don't want to send you out there with 0 hit points.
0 hit points. Well, if you happen to have a potion of cure minor wounds on you,
We don't. Yeah, we don't carry
Well,
potions. Weird.
I will take. That seems okay. Well, I'm going to talk. Yeah, I'll just.
Don't you have like healing spells? Aren't you like?
Yes, I lay down hands as often as I lift them up. But I laid too many. Laid too many hands, all 20.
Oh yeah.
It has been a long time. I should really not have come in here alone, and yet it's like my youth. It's like I'm level 3 again. Anyway.
So are we approaching at this point, you said?
Yeah.
Breaking the fourth wall.
You just
So
hear the sound of Alesta just like...
I'm sorry, I got him.
We got some popo coming up. The City Watch has finally made it to Valerian's house.
They're on their way.
What's Jackson Templeton doing while Valerian's having to mute?
I'm just walking in.
walking in.
Unless she wasn't untangled from the chair and taken to another room, right? Because that's where she saw the Nimble Wright.
Yep. And so I'm guessing I'm just standing kind of in the middle of that second room, cradling the Nimble Wright within my strong knightly arms.
And looking more worse off than when we left, I assume, or is it not?
Yeah, and that's saying yeah, she's looking worse, and that's saying a lot because she wasn't looking good before.
What happened here? Are you okay?
Oh, Jax, yes, I am great. It just seems that everyone in Waterdeep needs to take an etiquette class down at the local community college.
They sure do. Boy, I saw that person steal that lady's bag. At least we got it back.
I hope she did. What bag stole? The person who you were chasing?
Yes,
It's this
that one.
bag. Are the people that were handcuffed? Are they still there? They've all taken off.
What happened to the other prisoner?
Oh, prisoner. Okay. Alesta, I am starting to get on board with your idea of the City Watch incompetence.
Thank you, Val. I was
They did
literally just explaining it to this man.
Yes, they did not believe a single word I had to say as this man was standing there lying to them. So, this man that we chased across the roof jumped into a theater, told him that we were harassing him and everybody ran away. And I got this bag. There's like rocks in there. This is not the stone of galore that we are looking for. And as I'm saying that, I'll do like a proper investigation check on the bag just to make sure. But I don't see, and then he denied ever having it. So I think we need to go back and maybe retrace some steps
Of course he
sooner
denied.
rather than
You
later.
Of course he denied saying it, but you have a right to make it a citizen's arrest.
That's what Those are the exact words I said.
But they don't say it that way. They're like, oh, we're the city guard, we're the better.
Instead, I got fined.
You got fined? Hey,
Yes, I
you need to unfine him. Right now. This is
I
the
think
man.
I think all the city guard are gone.
No, they're still there.
Are they?
At least
Oh,
the
I
one
know.
I just been making extremely uncomfortable.
Yes, I got fined. This man was with the ones that you had. I don't know that you had some handcuffed. Would I?
The man that he was chasing was the one that I was telling you about that had the package full of the things that we're trying to destroy.
Yes.
And apparently, my friend here caught up to them, grabbed the bag, then told your colleagues, who I'm sorry, I'm sure they were doing things properly, that he saw something go down, and they were like, oh really? Looks like you were harassing them or something. And then they took it. They fight him. So unfine him. This is what I'm talking about.
He's
You have the power.
He's gonna grab the ticket. He's like, oh,
You can erase this.
I can't overrule, superior officers'
Ay.
ticket. But what I'll suggest, go down to City Hall,
No.
speak to Ethel,
No.
and she'll get you on the list to get this taken care of.
Okay, we'll
Ethel
do that.
does shit.
We'll do that in the AM, and I put it back in my pocket. Okay, so are you guys done here speaking to the City Watch? I mean, we have come for our friend, and we are ready to move on.
Well, I mean, as long as you guys can, she was close, but I think we intervened just in time.
We made a mistake, and we split the party. I'm sorry.
Number one rule of D&D, friend.
That's what I've heard.
That was what my hometown used to say. Good old Fort Wall, the best city.
Okay. So we will take it from here. We will make sure that she is safe. We have some other errands to run.
Okay.
What happened to the other prisoner, the man who was tied up next to me?
Yeah, he went. I don't know if he's gonna make it. He was pretty far off, so we took him to the local hospital. He's gonna get patched up, hopefully.
Do you know anything about him, or I would like to visit him?
The only thing we could tell is he had a rival gang symbol on him. So.
What symbol?
You mean the other one?
I mean, it's an active case. I really can't talk about it.
Oh, but please, we're getting along so well.
He means Xanathar.
Oh, do you mean Xanathar?
You.
Blink twice if you mean Xanathar. Ah.
Yes. You act like we don't live on these same streets.
Do you live around here?
Not. Yeah, we do. But we
where?
live in Waterdeep. Is it weird that we would be in the middle of Waterdeep and live in Waterdeep?
I meant
I'm just
specifically in this ward because I only patrol the trade ward.
Oh, well, I am saying this war between the Zentarum and the Xanathars are all over Waterdeep. It would be nice if that would be taken care of. But that's not my job. That's your job.
Okay.
Oh, and if you see that fella, he's like a higher superior officer. What's his name? Babadook.
Barnabas.
Barnabas. Yes. If you see him, let him know that Alesto is right again, and he should listen to her from now on, and actually investigate the things that she says he should investigate, because she's always there before he is. Carry that along. Thank you.
I actually believe he's outside.
What? Babadook. All right. What's your name, sir?
I'm Officer Smith.
Officer Smith. Are there any other Officer Smiths, or are you the only one?
The only one.
That surprises me, but okay. Thank you, Officer Smith. Do you know Officer 2?
Oh yeah, too. He's up in the castle ward. Oh, I can't remember where they just moved him, but yeah, great guy.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's something. All right. Well, thank you, Agent Smith.
His first name is Flesh Smith.
Flesh Smith, you're in our game now.
Okay.
It's canon.
It's canon. So which way are you guys heading?
Well, I would like to do a proper search around this room that you were in, Alesta.
Yeah, they're not
sure.
going to let you.
They're not going to let me in. Okay. Then if they're putting up any kind of push, I wouldn't. I think we need to head north. That's the way I would kind of urge the party. Reason being, we need to retrace some steps. See if that son of a bitch dished the whatever he was carrying, the stone. It could be stashed somewhere up anywhere. We need to double check. We were running so fast, Templeton. I don't know that I have ever seen you move that fast. It was kind of amazing. But that was the only reason we were able to get next to this man. He had a head start. But he could have stashed this anywhere.
Well, I agree. We probably should go north. I would also posit that perhaps we need a rest that is more than an hour or two.
Oh, I agree. I am exhausted.
What time is it?
It's probably about 1-ish.
Yeah, it's still pretty early.
Alesta's bleeding from every pore, just
We must press on, it's too early.
can we please go home?
I barely slept last night. I am so tired.
Well, here's what I think we do. We make our way back home. But I need to go up on this roof and retrace those steps. If I don't do it, I won't sleep tonight. I will be thinking about what if. So if anybody wants to go with me, I will gladly accept that. But I need to retrace these steps.
I can go with you. I'm a pretty good tracker.
We're not putting the party again. I'm going with.
Templeton, do you want to go follow him to a house alone and get knocked out?
No, Templeton, you are coming with us. It sounds like we are all moving the same. So I'd like, and we can kind of fast track this. I'd like to retrace those steps, just looking in nooks and crannies as we go, taking our time because we're not really in a hurry now.
Give me, since everybody's doing it, everybody can give me an investigation check with advantage.
What about survival since we're following tracks?
Sure.
And what about me with my disadvantage? So just one roll?
Yeah, just one roll.
You said investigation?
Yeah.
Alright, it has 17.
I have a 24.
24.
I rolled a 5, and a 6. So I don't have a modifier, so 6.
Jax, you got a 17?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Alesta, Templeton, Jax, you guys search this area very well. That is right. You don't find anything. You search all the way up. You are confident that you have looked everywhere that this could have been, but you don't find it. So you think maybe the handoff was, or it was stashed in the theater. Is the only place you guys aren't checking at the moment.
Is the theater or the city guard all over the theater right now?
There's people. So there's city guard there. There's probably 3 left, but all of the people are coming back into the theater or are kind of gathering in that common area.
I wonder if we could buy tickets and maybe look for the stone inside, but do it the right way.
I've
What
never
time
been
of
to
day?
the theater before. It's 1 a.m. right now. Is there really a theater show going on?
PM.
Oh, it's PM. I was
Oh, yeah.
Val, why are you saying that 1 a.m. is still early? Okay, this makes more sense now. I was Val, you sound like one of my friends when we go out, and I'm can we please go home? It's too late. And they're no, we're going hard all night long.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
We have to keep moving. All right, so where are we headed?
Templeton just suggested that we go to the theater.
Return to the scene of the crime.
Actually buy tickets and go in and we can do investigation checks legally. Basically, we bought tickets to the show.
Can we grab some lunch first?
I mean, I'm very tired. I would like to go home soon.
What if we check show times and catch the next one or the one in the next few hours?
Well, here is my thinking. I don't think that if they stashed it in the theater, they were going to grab it as soon as the city guard left, right? I was thinking if they stashed it up on the roof, maybe we could beat them to the punch, but that was not the case. So they might still have it.
We also got kicked out first, right?
Yeah.
And so he stayed behind with the guard who totally just took his side.
Yeah, the guard that's like totally in his pocket. Okay. So I do not think we will get to anything from going back to the theater, but that is I don't want another ticket. We already kind of pissed off the City Watch today.
You don't have to worry about. Don't worry about your tickets, Val. They're really just suggestions. There's nothing that they can do to you for not paying your tickets. I have like 14 of them in the last week.
Well, I will put this one in the filing cabinet next to yours, and we will not talk about it. We are all in pretty bad shape, so maybe heading back to the house and regrouping is needed. We do have an invitation with Istrid Horn tomorrow that we can prepare for, or we can go return this Nimble Wright, and on our way back, we could get any food that we want. We will be 500 gold richer.
What if
Is it on the way?
It's kind of like over and then over. Straight north will head us home. If we go to the west, we'll kind of make it to the Nimble Wright, and then we'd have to go straight east from there. But
I mean, couldn't we go tomorrow? I am very tired.
We are all pretty, yes. Okay,
it isn't out of the ordinary for people to lose things in the theater, right?
I have only been to a few plays. I don't know.
But I would imagine with that many people, you sit down, you put their stuff down. Like, losing stuff would probably be pretty normal, right?
I think so.
So what if one of us, I would never condone like lying or anything like that, but like,
sure.
What, I would never do that. But theoretically, if someone who did lie or something, said something very convincing about someone losing this thing and asked for people to be on the lookout, at least there would be some people like cleaning up afterwards who might see something and say something,
That is not a bad idea. So I guess as we head north, we will walk by this theater, and maybe we just peek our heads in. If City Guard is still there, we need to keep moving. But if it's all cleared out, maybe we talk to one of the ushers, say, "Hey, did you see anything?" That kind of thing.
Yeah, and we can say that it was like someone actually important who like lost something, because then people will actually care.
I'm okay with that. We are heading that way anyways.
So there's 3 city guards still there.
Are they the same ones that were there when we were there?
It wasn't the same one that was kind of like mediating the situation.
I think we have been in enough hot water for today. Lesta, you were not there with us, so maybe you could pop your head in.
Well, I don't know if you know how bad of a liar that I am.
You are not a good one.
No, not at all.
Well, then I think we need to go home.
I think that is yeah. That's what we're going to have to do.
Templeton is still bleeding from his rib cage. You just got the shit kicked out of you.
Do you have a description of this person, of the person who you chased?
Vivette, yeah, he wears a stupid tricorn hat.
Bob, are there any urchins about? Like Aladdin types?
In this blizzard, not really.
Street rat?
Street rat.
Riff raff?
I don't buy that.
I don't buy that. If only they'd look closer.
Would they see a poor boy?
No, sir.
No, sirree.
Are we playing D&D or are we Reciting Disney movies.
Both.
We're going
Disney
we
and
could
dragons.
clearly do
So,
both.
not really in this blizzard. You think people will probably be taking shelter. And to be clear, the Temple of Gond is very far away from where you're at.
How about this? No, never mind. I don't.
Are there any employees who look like they're newbies and not really like? Are there any just like minimum wage usher folk?
I'm pretty sure
within
that's
the theater?
every usher in the theater.
Okay, so I want to approach the one that looks the most perceptive.
Okay.
I don't know what that looks like, but
He
I
has
want to
very
approach
good
him.
eyes.
Cool.
He's like this the whole time.
Are they painted
Unwavering.
on? Just okay. It's a little Oron like from Parks and Rec. But okay, so I guess I'll just approach him real quick and essentially be like, "Hey, are you looking to make some extra cash?
Visit my website today.
Join this Ponzi scheme." But no, essentially I'll be like, "Hey, you want to make some money because we're looking for this person. If you can keep an eye out, and if you see this person and you give us valuable intel about this individual, we'll reward you."
Sure, yeah, I could do that.
Okay, and I'll give him like the full description that Val gave him. And I'll say something like, and if you get other people that you trust in on it and they see something, we'll give you a bonus. We'll give you part of their reward too.
So I get something up front though, right?
You know what you do? You get us good work and maybe we have work for you in the future. It's
So,
called Enterprise.
but I get something up front, right?
You
I
get
mean-
the...
Because what if they're paying me to not say anything? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I certainly did pick the most...
He's gonna put his hand out.
Cool. I'm going to grasp it, and I'm going to say, "You will earn. What I'm going to give you is the knowledge that you are doing this for the people of Waterdeep, and that many lives depend on your
He
eyes."
closes his eyes as you're saying that. Okay. I'll
Can I
I'll
roll?
keep an eye out.
Do I need to roll persuade or anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, that is not bad. That is a 19 plus a 2. 21.
Yeah, he's into it.
Yeah. Stay in school, kid.
Oh, okay,
I'll
thank
be
you.
back. I'll be back tomorrow to check in on you.
And he's
Thank
like,
you
as
for
he
all your
leaves, he's
help.
like looking at every single person. Okay. So you're heading back to...
Are we still in the trade ward?
Yeah.
As we get to the edge of the trade ward, I'd like to do something. If we want to fast track to there, I want to take find a bulletin or something, and in Thieves Can't. Oh wait, actually, I don't know if I know Thieves Can't. No, I do. I want to put in Thieves Can't. Looking for Vivette.
Okay.
If you know where he is, leave address here. That's all I want to do.
Okay. It takes you... So the snow is coming down very heavily at this point, and it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably accumulated in the last 7 hours, a couple inches, and it's slow moving. People, the streets are not deserted, but whoever is out on the streets is going to their destination quickly. Kind of collars turned up, maybe hoods on, and you guys make it back to your house in about an hour and a half. So it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight. We're a little early, but I do want to say thank you everybody in chat for hanging out with us on this Friday night. If you're listening in podcast land or on YouTube, feel free to come out Friday nights and hang out with us. Or if you want, hang out with us in Discord. Come to our Twitch page, twitch.tv/DadBodDnd. Scroll all the way down and click the Discord button. and we will see you there. Thanks again, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks. Have a good night.